guys, back in action on Way of the Hunter here. In the middle of doing a science experiment. But remember, before you do any kind of science or hunting, remember to get your exercises in. Do some squats and stretches and be ready for the hunt. What I'm trying to do is get this guy to settle down. The science experiment is involving animal senses, trying to detect how directional they are. So this science experiment is brought to you by Greg, Toothless Chihuahua. He had a conversation with him again, and he had mentioned a few things about being able to sneak up to these solo animals really, really close if you're sneaking in from behind. So it got me thinking about a few things. It got me thinking that these solo animals have, ever since their introduction into the game, have always been easier to sneak up on compared to a herd. And we always thought that it was just some funny kind of programming they had going on. The herds were always way more sensitive, but definitely related to how much animals are in the herd. So if you know or maybe don't know, animals in a herd, they all share the same alert meter, so if one of them gets alerted, then it just transfers to all the other animals. And when the animal's solo, of course, they have no other animals to transfer the alertness. So it could be like a compounding thing, like or like two animals out of the herd sense you, and then their alertness meter kind of builds up together. Or it could be more of a directional thing, as in which way the animals are facing. So in a herd, of course, there's going to be probably an animal facing every direction all at once, like at the same time. There'll always be an animal facing one way, and if they're sharing the alertness meter, it's kind of like one animal that can see in all directions, right? So that's another theory. So we're not going to really get the answer to this, but I am sort of curious to get some kind of information on it. So what I'm trying to do is get this guy to calm down, maybe lay down or sleep or something like that, so I can sneak up out of his vision, come in from behind, and I want to measure sort of the distance, how close we can get in. I've already done the test, going face on. I think he was laying down, and my test is actually standing straight up like this and just doing the slow walk in, but with binoculars up so I could measure him. And I just want to see when he goes alert. It was about 40 meters when the alert meter started to build up. This is on the hiker difficulty, just the easiest way to do a science test. And the best difficulty to play on these days to just have a relaxing hunt. But yeah, it was about 40 meters or so. So I'm just kind of wondering if there's a difference if I'm sneaking in behind this guy, and sort of find out if it is directional or not. Because that's what we're thinking. When the game first came out, probably for like the first 6 months, the spooking and the animal sensitivity was just very not realistic, and it was always driving everybody crazy because animals were just spooking. Just sort of not randomly, but they're able to detect you pretty much, kind of like they had a radar that went in all directions, and it would sense you like on the other side of hills like this, and through trees and everything like that. At some point in time, they've done some work on this. It must be undocumented. A video a little while ago I did. I was on default difficulty, and I snuck up. I was perpendicular to the path of a mule deer herd, and I was able to. There was a hill in between us. I was able to crouch in fairly close to them, which caught me off guard. Oh, I alerted you, because I was never able to do that before. So they weren't facing me, right? They were doing like I was 90 degrees to them, and so I was out of their vision. But before that wouldn't have been a thing. So I'm wondering if at some point the developers tightened up their vision. So if you ever played any sort of stealth games or sneak games or anything like that, the bad guys or enemies will always have a cone, like a vision cone in front of them that you have to stay out of. And I'm wondering if they sort of tightened that up, and that maybe the cone was too big. Like maybe it was like a 180-degree cone or something like that, or maybe it was like a 360-degree cone, like just all around them. Who knows? But it seems like they've narrowed it a bit here. Now my science experiment's going a little off here because this guy has gone in his little curious defensive mode, and I wonder how much patience I'm gonna have with this guy because I gotta wait till this wears off now. I previously stirred him all up because he should be resting now. I did my test when he was laying down at the water hole here. But he's been really cruising around because he's caught my scent when I was trying to get around behind him here. And now he's gone into his little defensive mode. Now I don't know where he's going. What do we got? He's this guy right here. I don't have all his zones marked. But he should be going to a rest zone, which would make it a whole lot easier to do. He's heading in this direction. So maybe he's going up to that rest zone? Maybe I can try and sneak around behind him here? I prefer him laying down, because that's how he was when I first did the test. So I can either try to do this attempt here, or I can rest and try to get him to teleport to his rest zone. So he's at 74 meters. Can I get around behind him here without bugging him too much? Alright, I think I am going to rest here. He keeps noticing me, and he's moving downwind. So I'm going to, yeah, so he's back in his little defensive mode. Alright, so I'm going to have to find where his rest zones are. There's that one there. I wonder if I marked which one his often one is. Alright, so I've done a rest here, just 1 hour. Hopefully that teleported him. I know which one his often rest zone is. It's this one marked 1.6 kilometers away. So I'll see if I can sneak up on him then. So hopefully I can get a successful test here and measure. I just want to see if it's different than 40 meters or so. This isn't really... So it's testing the cone of their detection. But I'm only really testing the 180-degree one. So, you know, their forward-facing half versus their rear-facing half. And then if I really wanted to test it, I would come in perpendicular to them to see. But it does seem like if that's the case, they have tightened up that cone. Because for sure they used to detect you every single direction. But these solo guys have always been this way in my experience. So, anyways, that's the theories. Either they program them different somehow, or it's that some kind of compounding alertness that happens in herds that doesn't happen in a solo, or it's their kind of detection cone vision sort of thing. I think their vision kind of works similar to how they're hearing. It's just, I think it's in a cone as well. That's the my leading thoughts on it anyways. And why is this important, you may ask? Well, it may not have much of an effect, since herds, like this one over here, or we can just use this as an example, there's going to be, since they all share the same alertness meter, there's going to be at least one animal facing every direction at all times. So you can sort of treat this as one entity with a detection in 360 degrees, right? But if you get like the smaller herds, like if there's only 4 animals in it or something like that, and the detection thing is sort of like the cone is sort of a thing, then if they are traveling or if they happen to all be looking a different way, then you can sneak up on them closer. That's what we're looking at here. It does, that mule deer herd that I came alongside was traveling, so they were all facing the one direction. I was able to sneak right up to them, so. But yeah, I'm gonna use that herd over there as an example, as pretty much you can't, like I'll be detected the same no matter which direction I come from. Since somebody's looking in all directions. Alright, so this is where his zone's supposed to be. Yep, there he is there, I think. Let's see which way he's facing. Is he laying down? Oh, he is laying down, okay. Okay, he's facing off to the left. So where's the wind going? Oh, the wind's going that way, okay. I don't need to be directly behind him. I'm just testing that 180 degree arc. Just a little closer. Okay, hopefully, maybe I'll come in from the side. This should be satisfactory for the test. Oh, you're getting up. This guy's not gonna make it easy. And, okay, the wind's still going to the left. You're in your zone, buddy. Just lay down and have a nap. It is your rest time. Okay, he's laying down there. And of course, there's going to be a bush in between me and him. See if we can get a straight line on him. Where I can see him. Without making him mad. Okay. I can only go so far to the right. Because then he'll be downwind. I want to make sure to be out of that 180 degree arc here. Oh, darn it. Alright, I'm going to have to wait again. He's doing his defensive thing again. Well, this could work out though, because if he does approach me and then turns around and lays down, then he'll be closer. But he's definitely lost sight of me now, even though the game's showing that he can see me. That's its little programming thing. I'm laying down up here. There's this... No way. Okay, there, his head's down now. But now I'm on the wrong side. I gotta wait for him to turn around. Well, he's nice and close anyways, but he can kick out of this defensive mode anytime if he wants. That'd be good. Where am I? I can't even see myself. Oh, there I am. Good camo there. Okay. Oh! And he laid down facing me. Darn it! Turn around so I can sneak up on you. Huh. And this guy's getting a little annoying here. He was laying down, then I crouched up. And now he's still doing his thing. Go back to where you were. I guess we'll see what he does. I mean, he's eating right here. Did you forget I was here? 28 meters crouched. On a hiker. Yeah. I think that's just a normal. Yeah. Alright. Well, if he ever does swing around, I'll be within range. Don't know what's with this head spinning back and forth. Are you watching me with this eye and then the other eye? Yeah, the mechanics of the animals are just hard to sort out these days because he keeps going into this defensive curious mode, right? Which he before this mode was implemented, he wouldn't have seen me. He would have just sat there forever. He's gonna catch the wind now. You're being really annoying. You're gonna smell me and then leave, and I'm gonna have to reset the whole darn thing. Yep, there he goes. So he got wind of me. Alright, well maybe he'll lay down in that direction. Come on there, Buffalo. I don't have all day. I guess I could go back and reset time again. This is always weird too, how his head follows the photo drone. Oh, now he sees me. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm gonna have to reset time again. He's just not gonna settle down. I think he was trying to come back to his rest zone, and I was just right in his way. Yep. And now he's gonna smell me again. Alright. This is annoying. Reset time. Try again here. After this test, if I can actually get it to work, probably have to go get a 5-star or something. Okay, perfect. He's facing the other way. Wind is in my face. I can smell him. He cannot smell me. Now I just need him to stay facing that direction. That would be real good. Okay, here's the test. In theory, I should be able to get pretty close. Standing. And hold on, I gotta make sure I'm in sneak mode. There, sneak mode. Standing, binoculars up. And we're gonna move forward. And just see when he goes alert. Just stay focused that direction, buddy. We're just gonna enjoy your back end here for a minute. Wait, that sounded really bad. Alright, we're at 63, 62, 61 meters. Alright, going well. Just gonna move and reset the Hunter Sense UI, 50 meters. So 40 meters was when the alert meter started to build, and then it triggered at the 35 meter mark, approximately. We're gonna see if it's the same here. So it should start building about now, and then about 35 meters he should go. Oh, look, he's changing his thing. Oh, it's no. Interesting. That was exactly the same as when I was face on. Interesting. Well, back to the drawing board. That kind of rules out the cone. Like, oh, jeez. He's had enough. He's had enough of me. And that's what I get, I guess. I bothered him enough. We'll be back. We'll be back next year to see if you're a 5-star. That's what we'll be doing here. Yeah. After that little heart attack there. After all that time, he didn't charge, but finally decided to. So that kind of rules out the cone. The cone of detection. It was identical. 40 meter, alert meter started to build. 35 meter, it got set off, regardless which direction he was facing here. I suppose that was definitely sound then, which it normally was. But I was thinking that sound was directional as well, like a cone. Well, that rules that one out. Okay, so we now know that its sound is indeed 360 degrees. So then why can you sneak closer to a solo than you can a herd? So now I'm thinking it's like the compound kind of thing. Let's just try these guys here. Since we're here, then we'll go get a 5-star or something. Yeah, I'll just casually get one. Alright, so we're a little ways away. Let's just mark the outer perimeter of them. Now, a lot of them are facing this way. But it didn't matter with that guy. So, oh, the wind. Let me try and go this way a bit more. Yeah, so these guys definitely alerted way earlier. So 140 meters out, I was just doing the crouch thing. There's such a strange mechanic they have here. I crouched to 100 meters to this guy. And these guys already were set up by 140, so that means the meter would have started building about 150 meters out. That's weird. Huh. Alright. Because I was, like, if it's the individual detecting me and then just, like, transferring the alertness to the rest of them, it should have been identical to this guy. So this, maybe it's that compounding, the compounding theory. Like, I was detected by multiple, and then it just kind of added together quicker? I don't know, that's weird. Well, maybe it's the same as before. Maybe they didn't change anything except that, so it seems like it's still 360 degrees. Seems like it's still sound that does the spooking. But maybe they made a tweak where it's the hills that are actually working now. Like if you put a landmass between you and them. Because that's what happened with the mule deer herd. I had a large hill in between us. When the game first came out, that was not the case. You would definitely spook them on the other side of the hills. What we're going to do is look for a 5-star. And spoiler, when I was doing the test earlier, there was a 5-star, I think, in this guy. So I might as well get another one here. I was just, just like doing what I normally do, hanging out, doing little science tests, and look up, there's a herd here. And there was a 5-star sitting in it. So what are they doing at 4:30? What are you guys doing? What's a kudo doing? Resting? Are they resting too? They're resting. Oh, they're going to move into their feed. Alright, well we can do that. We can get them at their feed time. So rested an hour, so they should be at their feed zone. Pulled out my bow and it's glitched out. Awesome. Let's I can't raise it. Can I switch equipment? Oh, I can switch equipment. Do I not have any arrows on me? Is that what happened? Oh, I'm 0 for 0. How's that happen? I didn't shoot them all last time. I don't even think I fired an arrow last time. Reload. There we go. So I guess we'll go bow the guy. Keep some kind of what was that? This game's being silly. Alright. Let's go find them. I marked their 2 spots. This action is not allowed. Bogies inbound. Whoop. I guess I'm inbound on the bogies. Alright, so these should be these guys here. What do we got? 2-star, 3-star. Maybe they tricked me. Maybe there's no 5-star here. Maybe he's just hiding. Anybody over here? Oh, there he is. Can't hide from me. There's the big guy there. 140 meters out. Too far for a bow shot. I gotta get in closer. What should we try to do? 75-meter shot? The good thing about the bow is you just have to land it somewhere forward at torso, and usually will do the job. Or even rear torso, really. Knock out the intestines or something like that, or liver. And it'll still probably do the job. Just have to get in near 20 more meters. Oh, and he laid down. We're actually closer now. 72 meters. Okay, wind's fine. These guys are much closer though, so I'm gonna have to stop moving here. Alright. Bow up. Probably won't take the shot when he's lying down. It'll land just on the upper part of the red pin. A little bit of wind to the left, so just sort of the upper left of that spot. So I'm going to wait, see if he stands up here. He's up. We prepared the shot ahead of time. He's stepping forward into the bush and is going to wreck it. Maybe he'll keep going? Nope. Suppose we will reset that setting up the shot. We'll wait for him to come through the bushes, I guess. Yeah, I can't really move left because of these guys. Well, time to work on the patience because that bush there has horns. Oh, he just actually got up again. I can sort of make out his outline. I mean, with a rifle I could do it because I can see enough of them. But without the zoom on the air or on the bow, that will not work. There is nothing Malachi can do but wait. Oh, yeah, I wanted the slow, dramatic pan. Watching the Google come in. He went right in the middle of the bushes there. Not much we can do but wait. I suppose we can observe the young versus the old sort of textures here. This is the young one. There's the 5-star back there. And here's an old one back here. So the face kind of, yeah, so the young ones has a very rich sort of a nose and forehead. This one is a darker one. Well, not to mention that back seems older. A rich brown there. Yeah, definitely faded for sure. Yeah, okay. So you're basically just looking for how rich that brown is on their face. I do find it really difficult from a distance to see the differences. Like, how old would you think she is? She is looking old because of the... Her neck fur kind of looks very gray. I'm gonna say she's old. No, adult. Okay, right in the middle. Anyways. There he is. He's coming out. He's got a bodyguard. Well, yeah, I guess that's what that is. You can sort of see the richness of the brown there. It's kind of difficult, I find, though, to tell them. Yeah, see, really dark brown on the face. Alright, so he's going to be coming out here for a good spot for a shot. Alright, here he comes out. 50 meters. A little closer than that. She's going to step in front of him again and delay the shot once again. Yep. It's going to be just above the yellow pin, but she's blocking vitals enough that I cannot take the shot here. She's moving in sync with him, staying in front. Okay, can you get a little bit of a head start on her before I get busted by this guy? 46 meters now. So it's going to be a good deal higher than the yellow pin. Top of it and left. Okay, we got a hit. See if I get run over or not. Nope. There we go. He's gonna go down. Takes a while though sometimes for them to go down from an arrow. Oh, they're at the rare zone too. Alright, well let's go back, get the UTV, and then we'll pick him up. Looks like he's gonna bed down there. Perfect. UTV stays down or gets back up again. Are you down for good? I guess so. Alright, another 5-star kudu. Great big horns. The arrow location looks real good. Take him up here. Right lung knockout. And back into the stomach a bit. Man, that arrow just keeps on going. 91%. Score 476. 5-star taxidermy. There we go. I have a few trophies to sort out in the lodge now. I'm gonna have to do that sometime. I won't do it today though, because that'll be it for today's episode. So what did we learn? Not a whole lot. It seemed like maybe it was directional, like with the cone thing, but that doesn't look like it is anymore. So it's sort of back to the drawing board, back to the 360-degree super senses of the animals, and then yeah, basically that's all we know. The herds are more sensitive than the solos, and they're both 360-degree radar. Yeah. So interesting programming they got there. I'm not too sure how to explain the differences between the dull senses of the solos versus the herds, other than maybe it's compounding together, or they just programmed it differently. Who knows? I'm thinking that they couldn't have programmed it differently, right? They would have just put the animals that they have and made it take the exact animals they already have and just make them solo. So very strange why those herds are so much more sensitive than the solos. Anyways, let me know what you think like normal, and everybody happy hunting. Take care. See you next time. See you later.